Hello everyone, you are watching the channel Incredible Facts. The Sikorsky Stallion has become an icon when it comes to military helicopters. For decades now, it has transported cargo all over the world for the U.S. military. Since 1966, Stallions have been in the sky, and now an exciting new version is about to go into its final development phase. This is the CH-53K built by Sikorsky Aircraft. It is set to become the largest and heaviest helicopter ever to enter into the U.S. military and will be crucial in future airlift operations. Let's take a closer look at how Sikorsky has taken a classic aircraft and made it better. But before we get started, if you do enjoy this video and would like to see more just like it, remember to give us a like and subscribe to our channel to get more sent straight to your notifications. First, let's look at how we got to this point by looking at the current in-service CH-53E Super Stallion and its evolution that has taken over 50 years. The original CH-53 was born out of the U.S. Marines Heavy Helicopter Experimental Competition, which began in 1962. Sikorsky, an American aircraft specialist owned by engineering giants Lockheed Martin, produced what was known as the S-65, which was selected over Boeing's equivalent version. A prototype known as YCH-53A made its maiden flight in October 1964. It was then called the CH-53A Sea Stallion. The CH stands for Cargo Helicopter. It went into production, and delivery of the initial helicopters to the military began in 1966. In their first instance, these were powered by two General Electric T-64 GE6 turboshaft engines with 2,850 shaft horsepower, which could carry a maximum weight of 46,000 pounds, 20,860 kilograms, with 2,000 pounds, 9,070 kilograms of payload. Variants of this Sea Stallion include the RH-53AD, which were used for minesweeping. Then there were the CH-53D, CH-53G, and MH-53HJM. The main difference with the CH-53D was that it had a more powerful version of the General Electric T-64 engines. Then, in the autumn of 1967, the U.S. Military Corps requested a helicopter with a lifting capacity 1.8 times that of the CH-53D, but still had the ability to land on amphibious warfare ships. By this point, engineers were already working on an upgrade to the D model that had a third turboshaft engine with more power in the rotor system. This was known as the S-80 design, which would eventually become the YCH-53E prototype with a seventh rotor blade. 1974 would be the year that it marked its first flight. The E model also had other changes versus the previous version. These included a stronger transmission and a fuselage. Rotor blades were adjusted to be produced with the titanium fiberglass composite. The configuration of the tail, which previously had a low-mounted symmetrical horizontal design, was improved with a larger vertical tail. Another significant improvement was the new automatic flight control system. This would help prevent the pilot from oversteering the aircraft. Following these and other improvements, the Super Stallion went into service in 1981. The CH-53E Super Stallion is the largest and heaviest helicopter currently in service with the U.S. military. Its massive payloads and weight the aircraft is expected to carry means the helicopter needs to be able to withstand these demands. But this is all set to change as the CH-53K King Stallion is poised to take its place. The U.S. Marine Corps had previously planned upgrades for the CH-53Es, but this never came to fruition. Instead, Sikorsky suggested a new model known as CH-53X. This developed into the CH-53K and later the King Stallion. In 2006, an $18.8 billion contract for 156 CH-53K helicopters was signed by the U.S. Marine Corps. The plan was to begin retiring CH-53Es in 2009, and replacements were needed as the Super Stallion's lifespan was thought to originally end in 2011 to 2012. As a result, flight testing was expected to begin in 2011. Delays meant that, in fact, the helicopter was first publicly revealed in 2014 with its first flight made in 2015. Production of the King Stallion started in 2016, and the delivery to the Marine Corps commenced in 2018. These initial flights have made it the largest helicopter in the U.S. military. The U.S. military is trying to plug a gap of 200 new heavy-lifting helicopters with the development of the CH-53K. The CH-53K looks very similar to its predecessor, but it has been improved. The first significant difference is that it has a wider cabin. Like the Super Stallion, the King Stallion is powered by 3 General Electric turboshaft engines, but these are upgraded to the T408 GE400 model and develop 7,500 shaft horsepower each. These engines use less fuel while delivering more power and also have fewer parts than the previous engine used on older Stallions. The helicopter is fitted with next-generation composite main rotor blades and are folded automatically. These represent the largest as well as the most advanced blades Sikorsky has ever produced. The King Stallion has a payload capacity of a massive 35,000 pounds, 15.9 tons, which should help transport most vehicles and payloads where needed. In its normal configuration, this helicopter can carry 37 troops. However, with its centerline configuration installed, the CH-53K can carry 55 people. This is the same as the Super Stallion. The King Stallion's main job is to lift what's needed to and from the battlefield, and this is where significant improvements have been made. It has significantly increased lift capability over a ton compared to the previous model. Improvements have been made to increase the crew's survivability. To help with this, the new Stallion has a redesigned composite airframe. There is also a lightweight ballistic protection for crew and troops. Improvements have also been made for crash-worthy seats that the crew and troops will use on top of crash-worthy retracting landing gear. With all of these new features, it's thought that all troops on board have much higher survival rates. The CH-53K will be operated by a crew of 5. This includes 2 pilots with 3 gunners. To help defend itself and lead attacks, the helicopter is fitted with 3 12.7mm machine guns. 2 of the guns are stationed on each side, and the remaining gun can be found on the rear ramp. If needed, the King Stallion also has chaff and flare dispensers. Despite Lockheed Martin claiming that the aircraft will be built at a lower unit of price than the previous lot buys, the helicopter is thought to cost $90 to $100 million apiece. This is going to be a huge investiture for the U.S. military, but one that should pay dividends in the decades to come as the full Stallion fleet is thought to be delivered by 2025, just in time to save the aging CH-53E fleet. The King Stallion has a lot of expectation on its shoulders as its predecessors have been such reliable workhorses over the years. But with that expectation also comes years of learning that Sikorsky has been able to feed into the new design. What this has led to is a helicopter that is a world leader in its class as well as an icon in the U.S. military. Only this time, it's been upgraded for the new generation of warfare. What are your thoughts on the King Stallion? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel to get our latest videos straight to your notifications.